Let's make dogs and cats inspired by the contemporary pop artist Romero Britto. Romero Britto's style uses bright, bold colors and patterns which are broken up into sections by thick black lines. Romero Britto is originally from the country of Brazil, but now he lives in Miami, Florida. Romero Britto is a self-taught artist. That means he did not go to professional art school. When he was a kid, he painted and drew whenever he could. Romero Britto hopes to spread happiness through his colorful and cheerful artworks. Romero Britto is not only a painter, but he is also a sculptor, so he makes 3D art as well. Here we see a cat and a dog. First, let's see how to draw a dog like Romero Britto. When you start your drawing, make sure that you write your name and your class code on the back of your paper. Then we're going to take our paper and we're going to fold it in half hamburger style. So I'm using my paper vertically so the sides are taller and the top and bottom are shorter, and I'm going to fold those two shorter sides together. This will just help me find the middle of my paper. Now I have a crease in the middle, and I'm going to put a tracer for the dog's head shape above the folded line. That will help me have enough room for the body below and the head above. So I'm going to use my pencil here and trace around the shape. Now I'm going to be drawing with a Sharpie so that it shows up well on the screen, but you should be drawing this all with a pencil, just in case you need to go back and erase anything. And we're gonna move on to drawing the rest of the dog's head. So where these two curves come together, we're going to draw an upside down triangle shape for the nose. Next, we're going to draw two ovals or circles for the eyes, and we're gonna fill those in with more details so they look more like an eye shape. I'm drawing a curved line that breaks up the shape about in half, and then I'm leaving a little half circle towards the bottom for the reflection of the eye. Then with my Sharpie, I'm going to color in the pupil part of the dog's eye. This is the part of the eye that the dog sees out of, so everyone has a pupil in the center of their eye. You could color that in later with your Sharpie when you outline, or you could do it with pencil and go back over it with Sharpie. Then for the ears, we're going to draw two oval shapes on the sides. So this is a dog with hang down ears. And I'm just connecting it to the side of the head shape. Now I have the dog's head shape, so I can move on to the body. Next, I'm going to draw two little dashes about a finger or so in from the side of the dog's mouth. This is going to tell me where to draw the lines that will begin the dog's legs. So I'm going to draw one line that comes down that is slightly curved in. One on the other side, the same length. Then I'm going to draw a letter C shape for part of the paw and a backward C on the other leg for the part of that paw. And then I'm going to do one more curve for the back part of the paw on each side. Then I'm going to do a straight vertical line that connects but doesn't go all the way up to the mouth. And then we'll do one on this side as well. And stop. Now we're going to draw a slightly curved line just a little bit above the paws for the dog's belly. And now we need to draw the back legs and paws. Dogs have 4 legs, so we want to show that. I'm going to draw a curved line that comes down and that letter C shape for the front part of the paw, and then another curve that connects to the front paw. Now let's do the other side. A curve that comes down, and this time it's a backward C, and a curve that connects to the front paw. Now we have a few more details to finish our dog's shape. You can decide if your dog's tail would be showing on the side. I'm going to draw mine on the left, and I'm drawing a curved line that comes up, a little texture for fur, and then a curved line that comes down, showing that the tail is behind my dog here. Now, another thing you could choose to do is a curve below the nose for your dog's tongue. This is optional if you want the dog's tongue to be hanging out. And you could also add a collar. So I'm going to draw a curved line that comes across my dog's neck area here. all the way across, and then one right below it, leaving a little space so that I can fill it in with a color later. Then to show the tag for your dog's name, I drew almost like a full oval, but I didn't draw the part that would be behind the collar. Then you could draw a shape for your dog's name tag. I am drawing a heart, but some other shapes might be a dog bone, a circle, or something else. And you can write your dog's name here. I'm writing my dog's name, Teddy. Now we can also add some dots around our dog's nose. These are dots that show where the whiskers are on our dog. Now you might be thinking dogs don't have whiskers, cats do. But dogs and cats have whiskers. Dogs are just a little bit shorter and sometimes harder to see than cats. So for a dog, you can just draw a few little dots on each side of the nose. A few more things that we can add here are some little curved lines on the paws for the nails on our dog's feet. And that completes the drawing of our dog. Now let's go over how to draw a cat like Romero Britto. Remember that you can choose either a dog or a cat. First, I'm going to start by writing my name on the back of my paper again. Don't forget to write your class code with your name. Then we're going to flip our paper over and fold our paper in half hamburger style, the same way that we started the paper for the dog. This helps us find the middle of our paper. Then you can use this shape to trace a shape for your cat's head. I'm putting my tracer a little bit above the folded line, so use your pencil and go around the tracer. Now remember, you should be drawing with a pencil, but I'm going to draw mine with a Sharpie because it will show up better on the screen. And then to create the rest of the cat's head, we're going to draw some more details. So we're going to draw a triangle on either side of the head shape for the ears. The point should be facing up. Then about in the lower half of the face, we're going to draw an upside down triangle. And I'm ghost drawing a little bit with my finger here. This will be for the cat's nose. I'm starting with a slightly curved line, and the triangle will be pointing down. So the point should be facing down. Then let's draw the cat's mouth. So I'm going to draw a short line that goes below that triangle and two curves that come out to the sides for the smile. After, you can draw a few whiskers on each side. I'm going to do about 3. And these lines curve up a little bit and go out. Then let's draw the cat's eyes. Now for cat's eyes, they are different than dog's eyes. They are more of a football or lemon shape. So I'm starting with 2 curves that look sort of like a rainbow. You could decide to leave them like this if your cat is sleeping and has closed eyes, or if you want them to be open, draw a smile line underneath to connect the shape. And then we're going to draw the pupil of the cat's eye. So cats have a very long pupil instead of a round pupil. You could leave a little bit of this white to show the reflection of the eye and color it in black. You could do that later when you outline with Sharpie. Now let's see how to draw the body of the cat. So on the sides of the head, about a finger or so in from the side, I'm going to do 2 little dashed lines. This will help me know where to place the sides of the front legs for the cat. So I'm going to draw a line that comes down on each side, not all the way to the bottom of the paper. And this line is going to curve in slightly, so it's a little bit diagonal. Then I'm going to draw a straight line in the middle to break that space up in half, but I'm not going to go all the way to the point of the cat's face. So about 2 or 3 fingers below that point. Then I'm going to create the paw shapes. So using a letter C and a backward C on the other side. And then I'm going to connect that to the middle line with a curved line. And you can draw little curves for the nails on the cat's feet. And then we need to do the back legs. So I'm going to draw a curve on each side that comes down. So about halfway in the middle of these front legs, I'm going to put a little dot to tell me where to start that curve. So I'm going to go out and down, and then draw a C shape for the paw, and then same shape on the other side. Out and down, and then a backward C for this side. Then I'm going to draw those little lines for the nails. And then we need to decide what side our cat's tail is going to show on. Cats often like to put their tail into a spiral shape. I drew a line that kind of curves into a spiral, then I'm going to connect it with a point and draw the other side. When I come to the bottom, it's going to get a little bit wider. You could decide to have your cat's tail curve more than this or less. It's up to you. The last thing I'm going to add here is a collar shape, just the same way that I made the dog's collar. So a curved line that comes across the neck area, one that matches that curve below to create a shape, and then an oval for the ring on the collar, but not going all the way through the collar's shape. Then I'm going to draw a shape for the name tag. I'm going to do a heart again, and I'm going to write my cat's name inside. My cat is named Daphne, so I'm writing her name, but you could choose any name that you like for your cat. And now we've completed the cat shape. After you've drawn your animal, either a dog or a cat, then we're going to break up the space inside our animal shape to have places to put different patterns and colors. What that means is I'm going to draw some lines inside the shapes of my dog. Notice that I am drawing them at some angles. We don't need them to be straight across every time we draw a line. I don't want to do too many on my dog's face because that might take away from the detail of the eyes, nose, and mouth. Maybe I want a space up here that is like a spot on my dog's head. You could do some on the paws or the legs and the belly. So here I'm doing some diagonal lines on each leg. And let's add one here on the belly, on the tail. So let's count how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. About 15 to 20 sections is a good number for your patterns. We are also going to do this in the background around our animal. So I'm going to break up my area with lines as well here. Again, I'm using some diagonal lines, and I can use some horizontal or vertical lines as well. I don't want them all to be the same. But remember, we don't need any of our sections to be too teeny tiny. That would be hard for us to fit a pattern inside. We saw how Romero Britto uses patterns to decorate his artwork, which we're going to be doing later as well. When I'm drawing these lines, I'm not going through my dog. I'm just breaking up the background space and skipping where the dog's shape is. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So about 15 to 20 sections in your background is a good number as well. Now I can go ahead and outline those lines with my Sharpie. Once you're done with all your outlining, take an eraser and erase any extra pencil lines that are showing through your outline. This will make your artwork look much neater, and we want our artwork to look as good as it can. When you're erasing, remember you can place your hand down that you're not erasing with and erase inside of the L shape that's created with that hand. That's called the safety zone of erasing, so your paper will not crinkle or wrinkle underneath. I hope you have fun starting your Romero Britto animal project. I can't wait to see how it turns out.